Good morning, students. Today we are going to see this common emitter configuration output characteristics. We have seen in the previous class, we have seen that what are the circuit diagram for common emitter configuration, and in that how the biasing will takes place, and how what is the beta term, that is amplification factor, what is beta term, that is output current by input current. We will assign that, and thereafter what is if AC signal is not provided, we are going to tell that term as beta DC. If AC input signal is provided, I can tell the term as beta AC. And thereafter we will find out the what is the collector current in terms of beta. In terms of beta, we are going to derive the entire term entire term as collector current. Thereafter, in that 1 plus beta term into IC B naught term is converted into IC E naught term. That is reverse leakage current is going to be come across in the common emitter configuration also. That this reverse leakage current is very much high in common emitter configuration when compared to the common base configuration. Okay, these are the things we have seen in the previous class, as well as the input characteristics by setting voltage as constant, by setting VCE voltage as some constant value, let it be 1 volt, and coming to the input side by varying this VBB, and we will get some variation. We will get some variation with respect to the voltage parameter as well as current parameter. From that two values, we are going to draw some plot here. I'm going to draw some one set of by one set of readings. I can plot one curve by using that set of readings. Okay, thereafter again, in order to repeat in order to obtain the second set of readings, we will, by using that second set of readings, we will plot second curve like that. In order to obtain more number of curves, we are going to take more number of readings here. In this way, we can obtain the input characteristics. From that input characteristics, we can obtain input resistance also. These are the terms we have seen in the previous class, and in today's class we will see. Please tell me whether my screen is visible or not. Is it visible, students?
Yes,
Okay,
sir.
okay. This is the normally this is the N type, P type, and N type, and this terminal is going to be grounded. This emitter terminal is going to be grounded. Okay, in this way, mm, for output characteristics, go to the input circuit side, vary this VBB with the help of R1, with the help of R1. Then variation in this IBV will takes place, and I will set this initially. I'm not going to disturb this IB value. That value may be a 0 microamperes. 0 microamperes will be there, and for that 0 microamperes, I will just leave the terminal. This IB is equal to 0 microamperes, is initial reading is 0 microamperes. Then I will go to the output circuit side, vary this VCC with the help of R2, with the help of R2. Then the variation in this VCE as well as IC will takes place. VCE and IC will takes place. By using those readings, I am going to tabulate. I am going to tabulate the readings here. That is that is IC, that is IC as well as IC as well as VCE. VCE by setting constant parameter. What is the constant parameter? By setting IB. IB is equal to constant. IB is equal to some constant, that is initial constant value is 0 microamperes, like that. I'm going to take this set of points, set of values. I'm going to take this set of values. Thereafter I'm going to plot the graph with respect to the voltage as well as current. That voltage and current is across the collector terminal, that is IC and VCE. VCE with constant current flow is IB. With constant current flow is IB. Like that, I am going to obtain that curve here. I am going to obtain that curve. We will see that characteristics. The same process, is repeated. Let it be. This is the curve. This is, it indicates the way in which IC varies with change in VCE. IC is going to vary with change in this VCE. This VCE, when IB is held constant, IB is going to be constant. This IB terminal is going to be constant, that is in the range of microamperes. The base current IB is set to a value. అంటే ఈ బేస్ కరెంట్ని మనం ఇనిషియల్గా అనుకున్నాం కదమ్మా, ఇన్పుట్ సైడ్కి వెళ్ళి మనం ఇది కాన్స్టాంట్కి పెడుతున్నాం. ఈ ఐబీ టెర్మినల్ని, ఈ ఐబీ కరెంట్ని కాన్స్టాంట్కి పెట్టుకుంటాం. పెట్టుకున్న తర్వాత ఏం చేస్తాం, అవుట్పుట్ సర్క్యూట్ సైడ్కి వచ్చి విసిసిని వేరీ చేస్తూ మనం ఈ ఐసీ వాల్యూని యాజ్ వెల్ యాజ్ విసి వాల్యూని ఇది వేరీ చేస్తూ ఉంటాం అనమాట. ఈ పొటెన్షియోమీటర్ ద్వారా వేరియేషన్ చేస్తూ ఉంటే విసిసి వేరీ అవుతుంది. ఈ విసిసి వేరీ అవటం వల్ల ఏమవుతుంది, విసిఈ యాజ్ వెల్ యాజ్ ఐసీ వాల్యూ ఐఎమ్ గోయింగ్ టు get those readings here, and I will note those readings here. After noting all the readings, I can obtain this curve. I am going to obtain the first curve. I am going to obtain this first curve. This first curve is going to be obtained. Okay. Thereafter, let me erase some portion. I am going to obtain that reading as well as, please. Okay. In this way, the base current IB is set to a value and maintained as, this base current IB is set to a some constant value and maintained it as some value. Let it be that 0 microamperes, 1 microamperes, like that. I am going to set it to some constant value. After setting that value, this VC value is going to be increases. This VCC value is going to be increases in stepwise manner. I am going to increase this VCC. By increasing this VCC, this VCE is going to be varied. By increasing this VCE, this IC is going to be increased. This IC is going to be varied. Like that, I am going to obtain different readings here. The base current IB is set to some constant value. After that, VCC, by varying this VCC, VCE is increased from 0 in steps wise manner. IC is noted in each step. That collector current is going to be noted in each step. Initially, it is at the constant level. Initially, it is at constant current flow will takes place. That is in the range of some 0.2 initially, that is at 0.2 milliamps, like that I am going to obtain initially. Thereafter, here I may obtain, I am going to obtain some 0.5 milliamperes, like that I am going to obtain. That is 0.5 milliamperes is going to be obtained. Like that, it may be some 1 milliamperes, like that. Different set of readings. The constant flow of current is, it may be 0.2 to 0.5, 0.1 milliamperes, like that I am going to obtain. Increased, this VCE is increased further. ఇంకా ఇంక్రీజ్ చేసాం అనుకో, ఫర్దర్గా ఇంక్రీజ్ చేస్తే ఇట్ మే గో ఇన్ టు ది కండిషన్ యాజ్ బ్రేక్ డౌన్ రీజన్. it will this portion I can take this portion as breakdown region. By increasing the VCC level, by increasing this VCC level, this increase in the VCE level may takes place. Beyond that region, the due to the reverse biasing condition, this breakdown may causes here. And punch through of the charge carriers will takes place. That punch through is mainly because of minority carriers I am going to be affected here. I can treat this region as breakdown region here. ఇక్కడ దాకేమో ఇక్కడ వరకు కాన్స్టాంట్గా ఉంది చూసారమ్మా. ఈ కాన్స్టాంట్గా ఉన్న రీజన్ వరకేమో ఇట్ ఈస్ అన్ యాక్టివ్ రీజన్. It is the active region. Below this IB is equal to 0 microamperes. Below this region is the cutoff region. Same as in common base configuration లో ఎట్లా చూసామో, ఇక్కడ ఈ సెట్ ఆఫ్ కర్వ్స్ తీసేసాను చూసారా. ఇక్కడ నుంచి ఇట్లా బెండ్ వచ్చిన పోర్షన్ తీసేయండి. బెండ్ రానంతసేపు ఎట్లా ఉంది, కామన్ బేస్ కాన్ఫిగరేషన్లో ఎట్లా అయితే ఉందో సేమ్ అదే చెప్తున్నాం అనమాట ఇక్కడ కూడా. దట్ ఇట్ కన్సిస్ట్ ఆఫ్ కట్ ఆఫ్ రీజన్స్. దట్ మీన్స్ బోత్ ద జంక్షన్స్ ఆర్ ఇన్ రివర్స్ బయాస్ కండిషన్. Saturation region means both the junctions are in forward bias condition. Active region, one junction is in forward bias condition and another junction is in reverse bias condition, active region. And breakdown region, due to this breakdown region, by applying some reverse voltage beyond that reverse voltage, and the punch through of the minority carriers will take place across the junction. Due to that punch through, breakdown of the region may takes place. That will creates the drastic increase in the collector current. Drastic increase in collector current will takes place. This is for first curve. Second curve, again for second curve, tell me, anyone please respond and tell me how the second curve we are going to draw. We are going to draw from this diagram. Tell me, second curve, anyone? నెక్స్ట్ స్టెప్ ఏం చేస్తామమ్మా? నెక్స్ట్ స్టెప్ అదే ప్రాసెస్ని రిపీట్ చేస్తూ చెప్పండి ఒకసారి. ఎనీవన్ ప్లీజ్ రెస్పాండ్. రాంగ్ అయినా పర్లేదు, జస్ట్ ట్రై అంతే. ఐ జస్ట్ వాంట్ టు లిజన్ ఫ్రమ్ యూ, దట్స్ ఇట్. ఎనీవన్ జస్ట్ ట్రై.
వీబీబీని వ్యారీ చేస్తాం సార్ R1 యూస్ చేసి.
ఓకే, రైట్.
దీని ఇంకొక కాన్స్టెంట్ వాల్యూ ఫిక్స్ చేసి VCC వ్యారీ చేసి
IB let it be some 2 microamperes. After setting it to IB is equal to 2 microamperes. Thereafter
VCC వ్యారీ చేసి ICకి VCEకి గ్రాఫ్ చేస్తాం.
ఓకే. ఆ సెట్ ఆఫ్ రీడింగ్స్ని ప్లాట్ చేసుకుంటాం. ఆ సెట్ ఆఫ్ రీడింగ్స్ తీసుకొని నెక్స్ట్ మనం ఈ సెట్ ఆఫ్ రీడింగ్స్ తోటి ఈ కర్వ్, సెకండ్ కర్వ్ ప్లాట్ చేస్తాం అనమాట. దట్స్ ఇట్. అంతే కదమ్మా. ఈ సెకండ్ కర్వ్ని మనం ప్లాట్ చేస్తాం. లెట్ ఇట్ బి దట్ కాన్స్టాంట్ కరెంట్ మే బి ఏ 0.5 like that, 0.5 milliamperes like that. Similarly, the process repeats. I am going to set this IB is equal to 2 microamperes. First one is this is 0. Sorry, let it be. I will convert this as 1 microamperes. Thereafter 2 microamperes. For each and every one constant value, I am going to obtain one curve. Like that. By placing one constant parameter, one parameter, I can obtain so many number of curves also. It depends upon our requirement, like that. In our laboratory, we will take only two three set of readings, and from that two three curves we will plot in our laboratory. Okay, this is the very important. Common base configuration and common emitter configurations both are very important for laboratory point of view as well as internal and external point of view also. Please practice. External ki కంపల్సరీ కామన్ బేస్ కానీ కామన్ ఎమిటర్ కానీ అడుగుతారమ్మా. ఇది బాగా ప్రాక్టీస్ చేయండి, చాలా ఇంపార్టెంట్ కూడా. చూసి మీరు ఈ గ్రాఫ్స్ ఇవన్నీ చూసి కొంచెం కాంప్లికేటెడ్గా ఫీల్ అవ్వచ్చు. అట్లా ఫీల్ అవ్వాల్సిన పనేమి లేదు, ఈజీ అనమాట, చాలా ఈజీ. కాన్సెప్చువల్గా నేర్చుకుంటే యు ఆర్ నాట్ అట్ ఆల్ బాదర్ అబౌట్ ది థింగ్స్ అనమాట. This is about the graph. From this graph, we can project 2 points. I can obtain change in this VCE as well as change in this IC. I see. From the 2 points, I can obtain what is the output resistance also. What is the output resistance can be calculated. I will uh, I will just give out this theory part. The voltage VCE is reduced to 0 and IB is increased to another convenient value, and whole procedure repeats. In this way, a family of curves is going to be a set of curves is going to be obtained by placing the constant value. By varying this output parameters is going to be varied. From that output parameters variation, I am going to obtain different set of curves. It is seen that as VCE is increased from 0, IC increases rapidly to a nearly saturation level for a fixed value of IB. A small amount of collector current flows even. The small amount of collector current flows even. This collector current flows even when VCE is equal to this a small amount of collector current flows even when IB is equal to 0. IB is equal to 0 అయినప్పటికీ మనకి స్మాల్ అమౌంట్ ఆఫ్ కరెంట్ ఫ్లో జరుగుతుంది అని చెప్తున్నారు. ఆ స్మాల్ అమౌంట్ ఆఫ్ కరెంట్ ఫ్లో ఏంటంటే రివర్స్ సాచురేషన్ కరెంట్. IB is equal to 0, it is reverse saturation current ICE not. Since main collector current is 0, the transistor is said to be in the cutoff region. That is the difference here. If VCE is increased continuously, then IC if VCE is increased continuously, then IC increases rapidly and operates transistor in active region, and that transistor is going to be operated in active region. Further increase in VCE causes avalanche breakdown. ఇక్కడ వరకు మామూలుగానే యాక్టివ్ రీజన్లో కాన్స్టాంట్గా ఉన్నంతసేపు ఇట్ ఈస్ గోయింగ్ టు బి ఆపరేటెడ్ ఇన్ యాక్టివ్ రీజన్. ఫర్దర్ బై ఇంక్రీజింగ్ దిస్ VCE, it will the transistor comes into the breakdown region, or punch through effect is going to be come across here. Punch through region. Let me clear all these things. Further increase in VCE causes avalanche breakdown in collector base junction. As a result of this, enormous IC will flow and transistor enters into breakdown region. When VCE has very low value, ideally 0, the transistor is said to be in saturation region. Ideally, it in this region transistor is said to be in the, that is it is in the range of 0.1 to 0.3 volts, like that. It is that is in the range of, it is 0.1 to 0.3 volts. So the transistor is in the range of saturation region. This is the cutoff region, this is the active region. Beyond this active region, the transistor will go into the punch through effect, or going into the breakdown region, like that. Here collector current is greater than input current. Collector current to normal ga output current is greater than input current IB. Thus the current gain is greater than unity. ఇప్పుడు అదేగా బీటా అంటే ఏంటమ్మా, బీటా వాల్యూ ఈజ్ ఈక్వల్ టు ఐసీ బై ఐబీఏ కదా. ఐసీ బై ఐబీ. ఇఫ్ ఐబీ వాల్యూ ఈజ్ వెరీ స్మాల్ అంటే ఆటోమేటికలీ దట్ బీటా టర్మ్, మల్టిప్లికేషన్ ఫ్యాక్టర్ టర్మ్ ఈజ్ గోయింగ్ టు బి, amplification factor term is going to be very much high. That is beta value. Beta value is going to be, it is in the range of 20 to 200. It is in the range of 20 to 200. Here the change in IB does not produces a corresponding change in IC. ఐబీలో చేంజ్ వచ్చింది అనుకోండి, అంటే ఐబీలో చేంజ్ తీసుకొస్తే ఎక్కువగా చేంజ్ ఓవరు కలెక్టర్ కరెంట్లో రాదమ్మా, ఎక్కువ రాదనమాట. ఎందుకంటే దాని ఎఫెక్ట్ బేస్ కరెంట్ ఎఫెక్ట్ కలెక్టర్ కరెంట్ మీద ఉంటుంది. ఎమిటర్ ప్లేస్ హియర్ దట్ కలెక్టర్ కరెంట్ ఈస్ వెరీ మచ్ హై. That collector current is very much high. Therefore, total amount of current flow IE is equal to IB plus IC. IB current ఏమవుతుంది, IB current very small గా ఉన్నప్పుడు it is not going to affect the emitter current. IB ఎంత తక్కువ ఉన్నప్పటికి కూడా it is not going to be affected. Collector current తక్కువ అయితే అప్పుడు it is going to be affected అని చెప్పి చెప్తాం అనమాట. అది here the change in the IB does not produce a corresponding change in IC. This characteristics, that change in the characteristics, that is AC type of signal is provided to the transistor, then beta is equal to delta IC by delta IB. This we know this one already. And the output characteristics is given by R naught is equal to, output characteristics అంటే ఏంటి, అవుట్పుట్ క్యారెక్టరిస్టిక్స్ అంటే ఏ పారామీటర్స్ తీసుకున్న అవుట్పుట్ క్యారెక్టరిస్టిక్స్లో మనం తీసుకున్న పారామీటర్స్ ఏంటమ్మా అవుట్పుట్ క్యారెక్టరిస్టిక్స్లో? అక్రాస్ కలెక్టర్ కదా, అది voltage term as well as collector term. That is this term, change in this delta VCE term as well as change in this the change in this collector current. That by considering these two parameters, I am going to obtain the R naught here. Similarly, whereas in input characteristics, input resistance can be obtained by this parameter VBE value as well as IB value. అదేగా ఇక్కడ తీసుకుంది, ఇదిగోండి ఇన్పుట్ రెసిస్టెన్స్ is given by change in this VBE value as well as change in this IB value by setting the constant parameter VCE. VCE. Like that, I am going to obtain the input resistance here. అంటే we are combining all the parameters and obtaining one resistance value. That resistance value is input characteristics, means I am going to obtain one parameter. That parameter is input resistance. Okay, and in the output characteristics, I will take this parameter VCE, change in this VCE as well as change in this IC. I am going to consider by taking these two terms, I will get this output resistance here. R naught is equal to delta VCE by delta IC by setting constant parameter, that is IB is equal to some constant parameter. Okay, in this is collector base junction is reverse biased. Due to that reverse bias, avalanche breakdown will take place. Due to this avalanche breakdown, collector current increases beyond. By drastic increase in the collector current, in some situation this may damage the transistor also. This is going to damage the transistor. This collector base junction increases, and this is VCE. In some cases VCE is also increased beyond. VCE కూడా ఇంక్రీజ్ చేసాం అనుకోండి బియాండ్గా, అప్పుడు ఏమవుతుంది, ఐసీ ఇంక్రీజ్ అవుతుంది. ఈ VCE ఇంక్రీజ్ చేస్తే ఐసీ ఈజ్ గోయింగ్ టు ఇంక్రీజ్ బియాండ్, అండ్ ఇట్ విల్ మేక్ ది transistor, it will affects the transistor, that is going to damages the transistor. Like that we can come across like that. Okay, in this way we will obtain the output characteristics here. ఈ అవుట్పుట్ క్యారెక్టరిస్టిక్స్ ఇన్పుట్ క్యారెక్టరిస్టిక్స్ మనం ప్లాట్ చేసిన తర్వాత ఏం చేయాలి అంటే, వాట్ ఆర్ ది రీజన్స్ ప్రెజెంట్ ఇన్ దిస్ curve. What are the regions present in this curves? It is definitely we are supposed to write for these characteristics, that is cutoff region below this one, IB is equal to 0. బిలో ఎటువంటి వోల్టేజ్ అప్లై చేయలేదు, బట్ ద ఫ్లో ఆఫ్ ఎటువంటి కరెంట్ ఫ్లో జరగట్లేదు. దట్ బిలో దిస్ current flow IB is equal to 0. I am taking that current flow as region as cutoff region, and in the left hand side I am going to obtain the saturation region, and in the middle I am going to obtain active region, and in the extreme condition breakdown region. Okay, and the next one is transistor parameters with respect to the common emitter configuration. Is first one is input impedance. It can be indicated with HIE. Suffix is input, means I. This is with respect to emitter configuration. It is written as HIE here. Input impedance HIE. It is defined as the input impedance, means Z is equal to let it be R is equal to V by I. That means it is input. What is input side? Base side. Input is base side, and this is also base. What is the common terminal voltage is common between base and emitter? In this way we can easily, what is the input impedance? It is the ratio of change in VBE to the change in base current, IB. With by making the constant parameter VCE, by making collector voltage constant. It is the ratio of change in base voltage to the change in base current, base voltage to the change in base current, with collector voltage kept constant. This is the term. In this way we will we will note down this as we will note down this term as input impedance. Okay, the typical value of input impedance for CE configuration is given by 500 to 2k 2 kilo ohms. 500 to 2 kilo ohms is the HIE. HIE is 500 to 500 to 2 kilo ohms is the HIE term we are going to obtain. That is the range of the value we may obtain in the CE configuration. Okay. Next, output admittance. Output admittance is y is equal to 1 by z. 1 by z. Then that will given as here v by I. Then it will become I by v. I by v. Then output here treating the output here, then this suffix will become collector across this current term. Suffix is C, whereas here voltage is VCE. VCE. And this by maintaining this these two terms, what is the constant value? I may take this constant value as IB. Base current is set it to some constant value like this. That is, therefore, output admittance is given by change in collector current to the change in collector voltage. To the change in collector voltage. In this way, it is defined as the ratio of change in collector current to the change in collector voltage with base current kept constant. Base current ni constant ga పెట్టుకొని మనం ఈ output admittance we can obtain this output admittance here. Okay, the typical value of output admittance HOE is given by 0.1 to 100 micro mho. 100 micro mho is the typical value of HOE. Okay, and thereafter this is the input impedance and output impedance. In this way we are going to define this. Range values are very important. The range values we need to memorize. Okay, we need to memorize these two values. Thereafter, forward current gain HFE. Forward current gain HFE. Forward means natural process. That means output voltage by input voltage. Output voltage with respect to forward voltage gain ante in terms of voltage ఉంటుంది. Forward current gain ante in terms of current ఉంటుంది. Forward power gain ante in terms of power ఉంటుంది. అట్లాగా in terms of these three parameters with respect to forward అన్నారు కాబట్టి నార్మల్లీ అవుట్పుట్ బై ఇన్పుట్ వేస్తాం. అదే రివర్స్ అన్నారు అనుకోండి, రివర్స్ వోల్టేజ్ గెయిన్ అంటే అప్పుడు ఇన్పుట్ వోల్టేజ్ బై అవుట్పుట్ వోల్టేజ్ వేస్తాం అనమాట. అది రివర్స్. ఓకే, in this way it is defined as the ratio of change in forward means normal phenomena, that is output. This is output. This is output and this is input. Forward, this is input. This is output current by input current. This is the ratio the collector to, it is the ratio of change in collector current to the change in base current, keeping the collector voltage as constant. Okay, in this way we can treat this as forward means HFE. F means forward. It is indicated as HFE. E means emitter. The typical value of forward voltage forward collector gain forward current gain forward current gain is given by 20 to 200. Maximum value is 200. Let us assume that it has maximum value for this forward current gain is 200. Okay, in this way we can find out the what is the forward current gain. Similarly, what is forward voltage gain? Tell me, anyone, what is forward voltage gain? లేదు, ఒకవేళ అడిగారు అనుకోండి ఫార్వర్డ్ వోల్టేజ్ గెయిన్ ఎట్లా చెప్తారు? ఎనీవన్ ప్లీజ్ రెస్పాండ్. వాట్ ఈస్ ఫార్వర్డ్ వోల్టేజ్ గెయిన్?
VCE by VBE.
VCE by VBE. రైట్, వెరీ గుడ్ అమ్మా. VCE by VBE. Then forward power gain. Forward power gain. Tell me, anyone. Just try and tell me. Is it right? I'm writing here. Is it right? The combination of voltage and current. Vi టర్మ్ ఏగా పవర్ అంటే అంతే కదమ్మా. ఇప్పుడు ఇది అవుట్పుట్ పవర్ అనుకోవచ్చా నేను? ఈ టర్మ్‌ని అవుట్పుట్ పవర్ అనొచ్చా? VCE into IC. Similarly here, this is the input power, that is VBE into IB. In this way, we can also calculate what is forward power gain also. Forward power gain is also possible. That is forward current gain is possible, forward voltage gain is possible, as well as forward power gain is also possible. In this way, we can calculate whatever the term required. Okay. Next one is reverse voltage gain, that is HRE. That means reverse అంటున్నారు కదా voltage gain అంటే అప్పుడు అవుట్పుట్ బై ఇన్పుట్ వేయమన్నమాట. ఇన్పుట్ బై అవుట్పుట్ వేస్తాం. It is defined as the ratio of change in base voltage. This is the input voltage by output voltage. It is change in the base voltage to the change in collector voltage with constant base current. With constant base current, that is IB is equal to constant. Therefore, HRE is equal to delta VBE by delta VCE. By making constant current, that is IB is equal to constant. The typical value of HRE is 10 power minus 5 to 10 power minus 14. ఇవి రెండు కూడా గెయిన్స్కి యూనిట్స్ ఉండవమ్మా. గెయిన్స్కి యూనిట్స్ ఉండవు. నెక్స్ట్ ఫర్దర్ క్లాసెస్లో ఏంటంటే డెసిబల్స్ యూనిట్స్గా చేస్తాం అనమాట. యాక్చువల్గా దెర్ ఈస్ నో యూనిట్స్ ఫర్ అవర్ స్కేలింగ్ సేక్ వీఆర్ గోయింగ్ టు యూస్ దట్ యూనిట్స్, దట్ ఈస్ డెసిబల్స్. బట్ యాక్చువల్లీ దట్ డెసిబల్స్ ఈస్ నాట్ ది యూనిట్స్ ఆఫ్ గెయిన్. ఓకే. డీబీగా కన్వర్ట్ చేసి చూసుకుంటాం అనమాట. అది ఫర్ డ్రాయింగ్ ది డ్రాయింగ్ ది ఫ్రీక్వెన్సీ ప్లాట్ని డ్రా చేయడం కోసం ఆ డీబీ అనేది వాల్యూని మనం క్రియేట్ చేసుకున్నట్టు అనమాట. ఓకే. అది మనం యాంప్లిఫైయర్స్లో చూస్తాం. యాక్చువల్లీ పవర్ దిస్ ఈస్ వోల్టేజ్ గెయిన్ యాజ్ వెల్ యాజ్ కరెంట్ గెయిన్ యాజ్ వెల్ యాజ్ పవర్ గెయిన్ ఈజ్ నాట్ హ్యావింగ్ ఎనీ సార్ట్ ఆఫ్ యూనిట్స్. దీనికి ఇక్కడ యూనిట్స్ ఉండవు. అట్లానే రివర్స్ వోల్టేజ్ గెయిన్కి కూడా యూనిట్స్ ఉండవు అనమాట. ఇట్ ఈస్ జస్ట్ ఏ వాల్యూ. It is going to be just a value. That value for reverse voltage gain is 10 power minus 5 to 10 power minus 4. Okay. In this way, we can obtain the forward current gain as well as reverse voltage gain. Okay. And please, I will show you one video for a common base configuration. Please stay. Just a minute. Is it visible, students? Is it visible?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Well,
Characteristics of common base CB. In this lesson, the learner will be able to describe common base configuration, explain.
Is it audible? Is it audible?
Yes, sir.
Okay, right.
Characteristics of common base configuration. Previously, we have seen the construction and operation of BJT. Now, we can see common base configuration in detail. The common base terminology is derived from the fact that the base is common to both the input and output sides of the configuration. In addition, the base is usually the terminal closest to or at ground potential. In this configuration, input is applied between emitter and base, and output is taken from the collector and base. All current directions will refer to conventional, that is, hole flow rather than electron flow. The result is that the arrows in all electronic symbols have a direction defined by this convention. To understand complete electrical behavior of a transistor, it is necessary to study the interrelation of various currents and voltages. These relationships can be plotted graphically, which are commonly known as the characteristics of transistor. The characteristics of transistor in any configuration are input and output characteristics. Input characteristics is the curve between input current IE, emitter current, and input voltage VEB, emitter base voltage, at constant collector base voltage VCB. After the cut-in voltage, the emitter current IE increases rapidly with small increase in emitter base voltage VEB. Now, let us plot the input characteristics for VCB is equal to 5 volts. After the cut-in voltage, 0.7 volts for silicon and 0.3 volts for germanium, the emitter current IE increases rapidly with small increase in emitter base voltage VEB. It means that input resistance is very small because input resistance is the ratio of change in emitter base voltage to the resulting change in emitter current at constant collector base voltage. This resistance is also known as the dynamic input resistance of the transistor in CB configuration. When we increase collector base voltage to 10 volts with constant emitter base voltage, the emitter base current increases slightly. For VCB equal to 5 volts, when VEB is 1.5 volts, then IE is 1.2 mA. When VCB equal to 10 volts, when VEB 1.5 volts, here in this stage, IE is 2 mA. Thus, it can be observed that there is slight increase in emitter current IE with increase in VCB. When reverse bias voltage VCB increases, the width of depletion region also increases, which reduces the electrical base width. Due to reduction of the electrical base width, now there are more charged particles per unit area. This increase in concentration of charge carriers causes more diffusion of electrons from N-type base increasing emitter current slightly. Early effect or base width modulation. The decrease in effective base width with increasing reverse bias of collector base junction is called as early effect or base width modulation. It is the curve between collector current IC and collector base voltage VCB at constant emitter current IE. The output characteristics have active, cutoff, and saturation regions. For the operation in the active region, the emitter base junction is forward biased while collector base junction is reverse biased. In this region, collector current IC is approximately equal to the emitter current IE and the transistor works as an amplifier. If the emitter current is 0, the collector current is simply ICBO as shown in figure. This current is so small in magnitude compared to the vertical scale of IC that it virtually appears on the exaggerated scale for understanding purpose. The region below the curve IE is equal to 0 is known as cutoff region where the collector current is nearly 0. The saturation region is that region of the characteristics which is to the left of VCB is equal to 0 volts. There is an exponential increase in collector current as the voltage VCB increases towards 0 volts. In the active region, the collector current is essentially almost constant and the graph is almost parallel to x-axis. The collector current IC is almost independent on collector base voltage VCB and the transistor can be set to work as constant current source. This provides very high dynamic output resistance. Dynamic output resistance is the ratio of change in collector base voltage to the resulting change in collector current at constant emitter current IE. As IE increases, IC also increases. Thus, IC depends upon input current IE but not on collector voltage. Hence, input current controls output current. For every transistor, there is limit on the maximum value for reverse bias voltage. The reverse bias voltage must be within the maximum safe limits. If this maximum limit is exceeded, transistor breakdown occurs. The curves shown at the right side of dotted line represent the breakdown condition. When collector to base voltage increases, width of the depletion region at the junction increases. When VCB increases above the VCB max, increase in depletion region is such that it penetrates into the base until it makes contact with emitter base depletion region. This condition is called punch through or reach through effect. When this situation occurs, breakdown occurs. That is, large collector current flows which destroys the transistor. The slope of the CB characteristics gives the four transistor parameters, namely input impedance, output admittance, forward current gain, and reverse voltage gain. They are commonly known as common base hybrid parameters or H parameters. Input impedance HIB is the ratio of the change in emitter base voltage to the change in emitter current with the collector base voltage VCB kept constant. It is the slope of CB input characteristics IE versus VEB. The typical value of HIB ranges from 20 to 50 ohm. Output admittance HOV is the ratio of change in the collector current to the corresponding change in the collector voltage with the emitter current IE kept constant. The typical value of this parameter is in the order of 0.1 to 10 micromho. Forward current gain HFB is the ratio of change in the collector current to the corresponding change in the emitter current, keeping the collector voltage VCB constant. Its typical value varies from 0.9 to 1.0. Reverse voltage gain HRB is the ratio of change in the emitter voltage to the corresponding change in collector voltage with constant emitter current IE. Its typical value is in the order of 10 to the power of minus 5 to 10 to the power minus 4. Summary. In this topic, we have learned common base configuration, common base characteristics, punch through effect.
Okay, students, please go through again the common base configuration as well as common emitter configuration. ఆ రెండు కాన్ఫిగరేషన్స్ ఒకసారి మళ్ళీ ప్రాక్టీస్ చేయండి అమ్మా. ప్రాక్టీస్ చేయండి, చాలా ఇంపార్టెంట్. మీ కాన్ఫిడెన్స్ వచ్చేదాకా ప్రాక్టీస్ చేయండి. ఓకే, I am going to end this session. Please once again practice this common base and the common emitter configuration. ఆ డెరివేషన్ పార్ట్ బాగా వచ్చేయాలి, ఫ్లూయెంట్గా చేయగలగాలి, మధ్యలో స్ట్రక్ అయ్యేలాగా ఉండకూడదు. అది చూసుకోండి. ఓకేనా? ఓకే స్టూడెంట్స్, బీ సేఫ్, స్టే అట్ హోమ్. థ్యాంక్ యూ వన్ అండ్ ఆల్.